On the 23rd of July 2002, we left Tuscany and continued our Italian adventure, travelling down from Barga to camp on the shores of Lago di Bolsena. We spent a day exploring Civita di Bagnoregio, which sits high on a cliff. After a strenuous climb, we reached the city, whose other name is City of the Dead, and we soon discovered why, as it was like a ghost town. The ancient buildings and cobble streets transported us back to medieval times, and the views over the city walls were breathtaking as the mountains gave way to hills and the valley below. This old lady invited us in to see her backyard and the Bella Vista for a price. We joined the other tourists among her old pots and pans, cheek by jowl with old Roman remains that in Britain would have been carefully preserved and revered. From Bolsena, we travelled down to the town of Cassino, the most southerly point of our travels. The campsite, although basic, had wonderful drinking water supplied by underground streams, whose therapeutic waters are renowned in the area. Many of you will know the name of Monte Cassino. The abbey was destroyed during the Second World War, but now is lovingly and faithfully restored to its original splendour. After Mass, we descended stairs to an area behind the altar, where the body of Saint Benedict, the founder of the Benedictine monks, is interred. Afterwards, we drove to nearby Santa Maria Oliveto, where Vincent's Uncle Andrew and Aunt Rosa live. We enjoyed a warm family meal, swapping family news and being entertained by Andrew's tales of his time in Monte Cassino, where he had studied for many years. After dinner, we went up to the village to see the original Picozzi house, which had been home to several generations of the Picozzi family. It was simply furnished, but the view from the front balcony gave priceless panoramic views across the valley to the hills behind which lies Napoli. We had a look round the village and explored the surrounding streets, acutely aware that we were walking in the steps of Vincent's forefathers. Before leaving, we paid our respects at the family graves. Emotionally fragile, we left the casino area and started our journey back up the leg of Italy to Lago Trasimeno. Nearby Castiglione was a gastronomic delight, and the peppered salami was fantastic. We bought a little for lunch and finished up buying 4 of them. After another climb, we reached the castle. The temperature was a sweltering 38 degrees, and the cool of the interior was a relief. This lizard obviously finds the climb in this heat easier than me. We were intrigued by the name of this town, Panicale, Vincent's maternal grandmother's name. What a beautiful town, walled with now familiar arched gateways and history around every corner. That day the oppressive heat broke to an electric storm, which ended our visit in a dramatic fashion, and we headed back to camp in torrential rain. We continued our journey north to Portofino, our last stop in Italy. Rain over, the sun came out, but as it was still wet underfoot, we set up camp, resplendent in wellies. The local wildlife took every opportunity to take up residence in our tent, and it was a continual battle to reclaim our space. The next day we recharged our batteries, sunning ourselves at St. Margarita Beach and drinking in the beauty of the bays and old houses perched precariously on the edge of cliffs. Portofino is a magnet for the super rich, whose yachts and cabin cruisers dot the bay. And so we said a reluctant goodbye to Italy, with the hope and prayer that someday we will return.